I used to actually apply my fingers. I used to apply my foundation with my fingers a long time ago when I used to use MAC. It applied really well. There is no problem with applying your foundation with your fingers, but just be prepared to have smudges everywhere. Like, you're just gonna end up with makeup in places you don't expect. Let's see first of all if this is actually my color. Oh, I don't think it's gonna be. Oh, this is not gonna be my color. It's barely covering anything actually at this point. Where's the pigment? Hey everybody, hope you're good. My name is Abby if you're new around here, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. So in today's video, I will be trying on some new makeup and just talking through my thoughts and application and just seeing how they apply. This won't be a wear test, it will just be a try on. So the first thing I wanted to try is something I bought from Primark. This is the PS Lip Elixir, and it's just £2, and it's basically a lip serum kind of thing. Yeah, lip serum. So it's hydrating, smoothing and moisturizing, and it contains hyaluronic acid, aloe vera extract, vitamin E and sunflower oil. I'm just gonna apply it. It applies with a wand. My lips are really dry. It has a fruity scent to it. It's very citrusy, like citrusy and fruity at the same time. A bit like orange oil or something. But yeah, it feels nice on the lips. Next, I'm gonna apply my primer. The primer isn't new, but I haven't used it in a while. This is the Revolution Power Fix primer from the Relove brand. You can't see that either, it's so bright. Much better. So it has a green packaging and it's quite small. I do tend to apply primer when I'm using foundation rather than when I'm using just concealer for some reason, but actually today I'm using kind of a foundation-y product. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a while. The first product I want to try is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup, and it's in the shade 3 Medium. So I got this in Superdrug, but because there weren't any testers available, I honestly couldn't even see for sure if this was going to be my shade. I had to go off the packaging, and we all know packaging can be very misleading. So I've got something in my eye. So this is the Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup. There's benefits of 4 products in one step, so it has. So it's like a primer plus powder plus concealer plus BB cream, and it says the instant perfected matte looks, blurs pores, mattifies, conceals blemishes, even skin tone with light coverage. Apply with fingers all over face, blend into skin tone. Okay, so you get 30 ml of product. I'll put all the details on the screen because I don't have them to hand, and it's a good thing that actually comes sealed as well. So I'm gonna put some on my brush. It does say to apply with your fingers, but I used to actually apply my fingers. I used to apply my foundation with my fingers a long time ago when I used to use MAC. And yeah, the makeup artist actually said that was the first time I'd heard that you could actually apply foundation with your fingers. And I used to apply my foundation with my fingers for like years. There is no problem with applying your foundation with your fingers, but just be prepared to have smudges everywhere. Like, you're just gonna end up with makeup in places you don't expect, even if after you've wiped your fingers. Somehow I managed for at least 2 years, and it used to give me really good results. I used to get complimented on my skin. So yeah, if you want to do that, there's absolutely no problem, but I cannot be bothered right now. So I'm going to apply it to my Real Techniques 200 brush, and this is like a foundation brush. Let's see first of all if this is actually my color. It has, oh, I don't think it's going to be. So it has a thick moussey texture. I think because, oh, this is not going to be my color. Because it's not going to be my color, I'm just going to concentrate it in the center. And it is a pretty light coverage. It's barely covering anything actually at this point. Where's the pigment? Okay, so in the mirror, I can actually see like dry patches. I think this jaw area on my face is a little bit dry, but because I just applied my sunscreen, well, I applied my sunscreen a long time ago, because I still had that sheen, I don't think you can see on camera. I'm not sure if you can see. In real life, I can see dry patches. Like on my nose. Can you see? So I'm not going to apply too much, to be honest. It kind of blurs into nothing. I think this will probably be better as a tinted primer, because you literally can't call this anything. It's not concealer, it's not foundation. It barely gives you any coverage. You can still see quite a lot of my blemishes, but it does dry to a matte blurred kind of finish. Yeah, it has like minimal pigment. So next, I do have other things that will hopefully fix that. So next I have these 3 Rimmel concealers. This is the multitasker concealer. It came out a good couple of months ago. I have 3 colors, and this is what it looks like. I have the shade 110 Coconut, 70 Honey, and 100 Mocha. So let's start with 70 Honey, and that's going to be my highlight shade. So this is what 70 Honey looks like. So it has a really large doe foot. Next I'm going to try 100 Mocha. And last I'm going to try 110 Coconut. A nice texture, and they do blur into the skin really well. I'll start with 100 Mocha. It's helping with some of those dry patches I mentioned, so I'm just gonna apply it a few more places. Next I'm going in with the 110 Coconut, just gonna highlight a little with the shade Honey. Okay. So I've managed to get a decent looking face, full face. I think the concealers are about medium to 4. You can build them up, and they've definitely saved my bacon with this blurring primer, I should call it. So next I have the e.l.f. Camel Powder Foundation, and I bought this at the same time that I bought the Rimmel Multitasker Concealers, but couldn't actually see the colors. I had to go by the packaging, and because this looked quite olivey, I thought this might be a good color match, or at least as close to a good color match as I could find in store, because they didn't have all the colors available when this launched. They still don't have all the colors available, so you'd probably have to go on the e.l.f. website, and even then the colors I see online don't seem to be like a nice cohesive range. It just seems like it's jumping all over the show with like different undertones. So yeah, I was very surprised / disappointed when I saw what the actual color was. So I'll show you. So this is the e.l.f. Camel Powder Foundation in the shade Tan 425N or Bronze 425N. I guess that's dependent on the country. So this is the packaging, and this is the color. So this looks like it has more of an olivey undertone. This is more neutral. So it did say neutral. Sometimes like some of these foundations are called neutral, but then they look olive, and I'm okay with that. It's really the end product I care about. It's not really about the name, although the name can be confusing. So yeah, I think the name in terms of it being called neutral is neutral, but the packaging just does not match. I just wish they can get their packaging to match the actual product inside, especially if there's no way for you to tell because the product is sealed and there are no samples online. But anywho, I'm gonna try this foundation probably separately in another video just to see if I can make it work. I'm a bit scared to actually try it now because I know it's a bit neutral, and I don't know how that's gonna work with the concealer I have on, but maybe we'll make it work. Just for reference, the powder I love using on a day-to-day basis is the Revolution Super Matte from the Relove brand. Is this? It's like the niacinamide powder. So you can see how different they look. This is what I like to use, like anything yellow, anything with a yellow or olive undertone suits my skin more. So I think I'm gonna try just a little dab. And do I actually have any claims? Anyway, let me just read the claims for this foundation. Get the security sticker thing off. I just wish they'd take this off before they put them. I've just ripped it. Great. Before they put them on the shelf. Okay, so the e.l.f. Camouflage Powder Foundation. Camouflage imperfections and even out skin tone with this primer infused foundation. This lightweight powder is finely milled to provide long-lasting and buildable coverage for a full coverage semi-matte finish. So use included sponge to build coverage, reapply as needed. Okay, so it does come with the sponge, like a really thin sponge. I'll probably keep that for emergencies or something if I ever need to use this outside, but let's see how this applies. There's quite a lot of product kickback. I'm going to apply it just to the perimeter. I can't actually tell. I'm pretty sure my camera is picking this up, but I can't see a difference, so at least it's not making me look too orange. I'm just going to apply a little bit more to my cheeks because that's where my blemishes are. It hasn't changed from what I can see. It hasn't changed my foundation too much, so that's okay. And then I also have the Newish Revolution Contour Powder Compact in the shade Light. So this is what it looks like. It's like this pale pink nudie packaging, and this is what the packaging itself looks like. Just swatching the bronzer color. It's just a tad darker than my actual skin tone, so let's see if it actually makes any difference. I think it is. It's good for a nice subtle bronze. But I am using this massive powder brush that can barely get into. Next, I'm going to use this angled brush for the concealer shade. Just going to see. I have this really old e.l.f. quad palette, like a face palette. I hardly ever use it, it's in the shade Deep, but it has this light, these two light shades. I'm going to see if I can use them as a kind of like a banana powder. I'm just mixing the two. Two mascaras that I've been loving. So this is the Primark Billion Dollar Lashes mascara and it's meant to be an instant volumizing and curling type of mascara. This is what it looks like. And I also sometimes play with the PS Fake It False Lash Volume Mascara. So this is more of a dry formula, this is a wet formula, so I'm going to use this today. I'm going to set my face with the PS Blurred Out Skin Conditioning Universal Blurring Powder. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. I'm just using the XX Revolution blush in the shade Jaded. With my Real Techniques 400 blush brush. It's definitely picking up on camera more than what I can see. Okay, I think I can see it now. I'm gonna go back into the compact contour, compact thingamabob. It also has this, what looks like a metallic shade of highlighter. So wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, I didn't mean to put that much, but it's there now. Okay, lastly, I have some lip products. I have the NYX Butter Glosses. I think I've tried one lip butter gloss like a long time ago. I have a feeling I might have tried it, but I honestly can't remember what I thought. I have these two nude shades. I'm sure the whole internet knows about them. So I have the shade Praline, which is this brown one, and Fortune Cookie, which is this one. I might not even need both, but let's see. It's a nice like lip, natural nude lip shade. I kind of have I don't know, like a sweet, interesting scent. I mean, I honestly can't place the scent of these, but they're not offensive. But because this is light, I'm just going to put a little in the center. So that is the finished face. I already had my brows on. I've got a couple brow videos on my channel if you want to check them out in terms of the product I use, but it is the Revolution Dual Brow pencil that I normally use, but I do switch things up every now and then. So anyway, this is my finished face. It actually isn't so bad. Thank goodness for these concealers, because this Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1, this tinted primer, is no foundation. It is definitely not a BB cream foundation. There's literally no coverage on this at all, and it's also not, you know, the best shade. Although because it didn't have as much coverage, it wasn't so much of a disaster. If it did have a lot of coverage and it wasn't my shade, it would take a lot more work to, you know, get it to match my skin tone. So that's not bad. I absolutely love this. This is great if you don't want to lug around a huge contour palette. If you remember back in the good old days of YouTube where you'd get like 4 to 8 different shades of contour powder slash blush slash highlighter, this kind of cuts that down. So I love all these like smaller products. I'm not going to say no to, you know, a big contour palette if it has all the shades that I love, but having these two things in my makeup bag is actually better, like for holidays and like short stays. This is a really good shade for my skin tone. In their other foundation, their regular foundations, I use the shade 13.2, so just for reference. And in this it's light, so I wouldn't have thought to pick light if it wasn't for looking at the shades online and then going into store and actually seeing that it was dark. So for something that's called light, usually for Revolution, you'd expect it to be a lot more pale than this is. But this definitely works for my skin tone. And obviously having this blush as well. So in a really small packaging, and the packaging is lovely. It's very, very high quality. I love the XX Revolution range. And I do love quite a lot of the Relove products as well, though the packaging is a lot cheaper because it is a cheaper brand, but the product is amazing. Like, this powder is not going anywhere. This is like my everyday powder, and it's really, really good. So yeah, I do like the fact that everything is kind of all blurred now. Yeah, everything looks really blurred and looks quite good. I think I might just need to fix my, am I gonna fix my brows? Can I be bothered? No, it's fine. The lip combo is really, really nice. I could just, you know, do a little bit extra and line my lips, but I'm literally not going anywhere. This is enough. If you want to line your lips, you can, if you're following along with some of the products I'm using. But yeah, it's a really nice combo. And it's not too sticky. There's a slight bit of stick, but it's not a lot at all. And it's a lot of shine. And it's very comfortable. So it's really comfortable on the lips. I do like this combination. Yeah, I do like it. Everything I've tried today was really, really nice. The concealers are nice. They're like a lighter, almost liquidy consistency, but they have a really good consistency to them, and they blend out really well. So medium to full coverage, but they are very buildable and they work. And I guess because my skin is kind of going through things, and the fact that they still worked over all of that, it's, you know, it's a testament to the products. The e.l.f. Camel Powder Foundation, I will use it very, very lightly, but I think I will mix it with this just to get that good shade match. But for somebody who is closer to my skin tone, because this is so neutral, I can't go ham with this. I'll have to balance it out with this because this is a lot more olive. So hopefully the two together should work. But this whole face actually came together really well, and I'm impressed, and I like the whole finish. Yeah, this is definitely a full coverage beat. Like, you wouldn't know I started off with light coverage products. So yeah, I do like this. I'm gonna finish off my face with my XX Revolution Quick Fix powder. This will help melt everything together and make it look even more blurred and make it last longer as well. This is a really good setting spray, and this is what it looks like. It's just, yeah. I found when I've used this, my makeup does actually last and transfer less, especially when I'm wearing a mask as well. There's a lot more of my face left on my face, and the mask isn't as stained when I use this quick setting fixing spray. So I've been using this a lot. Like, really, I don't really reach for anything else, and I do have others that I could use. So yeah, that's it. Without rambling too much, that is everything. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you get notified when I next upload. I do a whole bunch of different videos on my channel. I do makeup, skincare, sunscreen reviews. Sometimes I do mascara reviews. Pretty recently I've been doing some jewelry reviews. So I'm just mixing it all up, trying to get like a mixture of content. Just basically sharing things that I like and things I'm into. So yeah, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and leave a comment down below. Please do leave a comment, even if it's just a heart or saying I like this, I bought this product. Let me know if you've tried any of the products and what you think. And that is it. So until next time, stay blessed, have a great morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.